when have you guys seen each other like being fake with yourselves?
Okay, maybe.
Go.
I feel like I've seen like, this is, I don't know, it just happens every so often. Like I feel myself like feeling a certain type of way towards someone, like hatred or like I'm upset or they just like annoy me no matter what they're doing. But like when I think about it, it's like, I don't know, I'm like, it's jealousy or it's like insecurities like shining through my actual personality. So like when I'm talking to them, it's just like I'm rude for no reason. But I don't know. I was just
It makes
being fake with
sense
myself.
though, because it's like you tend to not want to say stuff. Also, you can't say stuff. Like, I don't think I've ever said to a person, "I'm so jealous of you," and actually meant it. I say it to friends like, "I'm so jealous of you." Girl, you got it all. But like, I've never been like, "I'm so jealous of you." Straight face. I absolutely hate you. I'm not gonna sit there and say that to a person. So I feel like you not accidentally, because you know you're doing it on the inside, but you say things out of just being rude because you don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
Especially because we're all human. Like, we're always gonna have those thoughts. It just sometimes comes off as you're fake towards a person. But I guess it can't always be fake if you don't surround yourself by that person with that person constantly.
Yep.
It just depends if you constantly put up that act all the time with that person. But how do you feel, Karen?
I feel like it's also kind of difficult in that because I feel like it's hard to balance. I don't want to be fake, but I don't want to start causing unnecessary drama and like blowing up these big fights when there's really no genuine issue. It's just maybe there's something I'm just like not really rocking with or I'm not really feeling it. But like there's someone like we're acquaintances and I'll be friendly, but like they're not my favorite person and that's okay. Like it happens. Not everyone's not made to be friends with everyone. I feel like it's just the balance between like you don't want to be fake, but you don't want to start blowing stuff up and like being too genuine. Like you don't want to start laying out all your thoughts on the table. Like I don't like you. Like there doesn't need to be any of that.
She was genuine.
Yeah, I was too genuine. Like, gotta find that balance of like not too fake, not too genuine. Just like good person. Just being
Peace.
Exactly. Peace, tranquility, calm.
How do you feel?
I was gonna say, I feel like you know how like middle school is like a weird little time and everyone's trying to figure out their friends? A PWI was not the best for me. And I feel like I was fake with myself because I was trying to be like them. Like I was trying to be like everyone else so I could be like part of the popular group. And I was doing it, but I was literally losing my mind.
That's
and then like I
not
realized,
just losing your mind, you're losing yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally losing yourself. That's what comes with a lot of it. But that's what leads me to my next question is like, have you guys ever stayed in a friendship even though you knew it wasn't good for you, but you were too scared about like not being popular, not being alone, and being alone, or just feeling like you would be looked at differently if you didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My entire middle school experience.
Same,
pretty
exactly
much.
same. I had the exact same experience trying to
me
fit
too.
in with the popular girls, like all these girls that were not nice to me, were not good to me in the slightest. Like, maybe I shouldn't say, but maybe let's reel that one back. But like just keeping myself in situations that weren't good for me because I felt like in the end it would be what I wanted. It's kind of something I didn't like. What I thought I wanted wasn't good for me. It wasn't what I needed in the time. I needed solid friends, which like in middle school I found with people like Layla, which is don't start, but just like bringing myself more towards those genuine friendships when I thought I wanted like more friends. I wanted to be friends with everyone. You're not meant to be friends with everyone. Quality over quantity is so important in friendship. Wait,
That's what I said.
No, I said quantity over quality. It's quality over
I said
quantity.
quality over quantity. Oopsies.
I can't speak. It's me.
that old middle school me.
Moving on, but
Yeah. Kiana and I were in a rough friendship area in middle school. Like
Really?
Yes.
You two together?
Yes.
Like not being friends?
like had a whole falling.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh.
But anyways,
We don't need to get into details.
Wait, how'd you guys fall out?
It was like so stupid. I'll take fault. Like I'll admit that was all me. It was the same thing with you. I was heavy on that block button.
oh yes, you
That
were.
block button is your worst enemy.
Guys, I went through a lot in middle school. I'm sorry.
Okay, but what led up to it was we were trying to fit in with like a group, like a large group of girls who just like they weren't like we had.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just
It just wasn't. It wasn't our group.
Yeah,
and we
no,
didn't realize that
not
at
at
the
all.
time. And it ended up plaguing our minds, especially mine, to the point where I tried to cut our relationship to make that one work.
Oh yeah, no, she did cut our relationship.
Well, we ended up back together and we're not friends with those people. So how well did it work out?
True. But for a summer, we didn't talk. And
Yeah.
who did you talk to?
Those people.
Okay.
But also, who did you
Clock
talk
it.
to? Those people. Okay, then. So it didn't work on both ends because
Yeah.
we ended up splitting up to like make it better for those people, and then we were both friends with these people, and in the end, they weren't
even your friends.
they weren't our people. They weren't.
So how'd you guys like become friends again? How do you develop a friendship after falling out?
We just ended up having a conversation about what had happened.
Yeah.
And it was an immature conversation because we were in like 8th grade,
Yeah.
but it was still a conversation, which is always, you have to start with a conversation. Like just sit down and lay it all out. Like I did with you.
Did you apologize?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Kiana reached out first. You did.
Okay, good.
And then we moved on and we're like,
We realized
what were we doing?
yeah, like it was stupid. It wasn't meant to be like the whole situation. And we were like, okay, like we're gonna lay it all out and we're gonna move on. Like
That's what we did.